Sydney Radka, and welcome to another edition of FLX Weekly here at FingerLakes1.com. It is December 16th already, 2020, and we are live inside the FingerLakes1.com studio, where I'm joined by Jim Sinicropi, Christine VanDusen of CVDesigns in Seneca Falls, and Courtney Page, an architect student at Hobart and William Smith College, and actually a native of Waterloo, New York. We have some festive, fun things to talk about today. The show is brought to you by DA Liquors in Seneca Falls. This year has been hard. Make Christmas easy and get your loved ones something they won't return, which obviously is liquor, alcohol, all of the above. You shop local at DA Liquors this year for all your holiday gift-giving needs. They have something for everyone on your list. Tons of holiday gift sets, a collector's cabinet to choose from, and huge selections of red and white wines to pair with that Christmas dinner. Stop in today at 20 Bridge Street in Seneca Falls.
Great show today.
Great show today. Welcome, Courtney. Welcome back, Christine.
Christine's busy downtown with Christmas and everything she's doing. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And Courtney did something amazing.
Literally amazing, and that's why I just can't wait to jump right into it. So you are an architect student at Hobart. You actually are from Waterloo, correct? And
Yeah.
What year are you going into for Hobart?
I'm in my junior year right now.
Okay, and was this a project that was done through the school?
It wasn't originally, but once I showed my professors, they were like, oh, we have to come up with something next year, so it's going to be incorporated next year, possibly.
Oh, that's even more exciting. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're going to be showing people today?
So I created a Max Drive-In gingerbread house. It is 2.5 feet long and a foot tall, and I did not have a big enough cookie sheet, so it's on a cupboard door.
That's even better. Okay. So you created this gingerbread house for what?
There's a local competition through Ovid Library, and I've never heard about it before, but they've been doing it for multiple years, I guess, and it was on Finger Lakes One that they had this competition, so then I ended up joining that. I showed some of my professors, and I showed a couple of my friends, and they're like, you need to do Max Drive-In, like, that's where you work in the summer, it's such a great idea.
Oh, okay. That was going to be my next question. I didn't know that you were from Waterloo, but so you picked Max because of working there. Have you worked there more than 1 year, or?
I can't remember if it's my 4th or my 5th year.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of like a vet down at Max Drive-In. Yeah. They have to be pretty pleased with the outcome of this gingerbread house.
Well, so look at it. It's accurate. Even, the window.
The windows, yeah, that's what I've seen.
Pickup window, the carports, the sign, everything.
That is amazing. Now, the real question is, how long did this take you, and how tedious was everything?
I mean, this is what I do for, school, so it wasn't that hard. I love doing it, but it was possibly 3-4 days. The first day, it was 13 hours, probably.
Oh, my goodness. But it's something you enjoy, yeah. Right? And that was my thing. It had to be something that wasn't as difficult because you're studying this in school. That's amazing. Are you going to be able to keep this and put it on preserve it somehow and put it on display
or eat it come Christmas time?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of just thinking about getting rid of it and doing another one for next year.
Oh, she doesn't even care. She's yeah, because it's going to be bigger and better next year.
You mentioned that this is something that Hobart William Smith might embrace this concept going forward. How much of your architectural training went into constructing something on a gingerbread? Is it the same principles as building a real house, just different materials?
I started out with probably an hour to an hour and a half just sitting there drawing blueprints of it, and everyone was like, what are you doing? It's a gingerbread house, just build it. And I was like, no.
Right.
You can't do that.
You really can't. And did you need a lot of supplies to do this?
We did not have a bowl that was big enough to mix it, so I actually used a turkey roaster, a giant pot, to mix this stuff on the stove, and I'm too short that I had to sit there on a chair and have it on my lap mixing it.
This is amazing. So you even baked the actual gingerbread and everything? Yeah. I just in my head, I'm I go to the store and I buy the little four walls gingerbread house, and I'm thinking I'm Picasso, and then here's this. How do the windows don't they almost look like see-through glass? Like, is that...
What material is that?
It's butterscotch.
Oh.
It's melted butterscotch.
That's amazing.
And then there's lights on the inside of it, so you can it lights up.
It does give it that warm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, Mac's never open Christmas time, right? They're only open in the summer, so this is almost like a fantasy land here.
Yeah.
But if Mac's was open in the winter, they would decorate for Christmas, I'm sure, like this. But it is really, really cool. And have you received any response since submitting it for the contest? Like, how does that work? Can we vote for it?
So we vote the 19th to the 22nd of December. It's all going to be online through Ovid Library, so you can just log into their website, and they'll have like a whole link and everything to it. And they have submissions from last year posted right now, and then they'll post the upcoming submissions for this year on the 19th.
And is that whoever gets the most votes wins, or is there judging? Because, I mean, it's going to be tough to beat.
Right?
Yeah, everyone can go on the 19th, and they vote then.
Okay.
So 3 days from now is when voting starts.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of like an exclusive. We're hoping we're giving you an up in the competition because we are spreading the word. Do you get like a pat on the back for winning, or is there some prize?
It's Amazon gift cards.
Okay, well that's amazing. Like, who doesn't want an Amazon gift card around Christmas time? Mm-hmm. Speaking of Christmas time, by the way, I want to keep flip-flopping. So we did bring Christine on because she has some amazing Christmas time things. That is a first at CVDesigns, correct?
It is, yes. And first of all, I just want to say that was so amazing. I'm so impressed with your work on that gingerbread house. Not a house with Max. Do the owners know about it? They do.
You sent them the photos and stuff already?
They said they will reimburse me for everything that it costs to make it.
Oh
my gosh.
That's so cute.
They should have a picture of it like in there for
really should.
Because that's just great. So excellent work.
Thank you.
So this has been just a great year for CVDesigns, and the holiday season really has blown us away. And so, this year with a lot of people being distanced and not being able to travel to family, we've been wanting to do some type of curated subscription box, but just really have not gotten around to doing that whole process. So we kind of came up with an idea of doing some curated Christmas gift boxes that can be sent anywhere in the U.S. They can be delivered locally. So we have a cozy box, which has like hats, scarves, candles.
Best hats ever.
Things for yourself. And then we have a merry box, which is things for the home. And they've really taken off. We've shipped to, I'd say probably 20 different states in the last few days.
It's amazing.
So they're going all over, and it's really put us in the holiday spirit because everyone's putting in their notes that we put in on a card in the box. We get to see everything that people's sending, and a lot of it starts out with, "I'm sorry we can't be together this year." So there's that sadness, but there's also these people that are still just sending these things and just trying to spread cheer with friends, family. So it's been really exciting.
It's awesome to see the posts that you have made of some of these boxes. Like I feel like it's endless possibilities of what you can mix and match. Like, I thought at first when I was looking, it was like, okay, you're going to get this box or you're going to get this box. But then I saw it's like you can customize it and you can pick things. You do all the picking. Is that correct? Or do people? I
do, yeah. So we are taking some requests. However, to this point, we've done about 200 boxes and no two have been the same.
Oh my goodness.
So there has not been two that are identical. So each of them are different. And this is like my playground. I love putting, I love visual design, and so putting these things together. Each one has either a color theme or something like that.
Yeah, it's not like you open it up and just get the product. It's you open up and you're like, the first impression is like very Christmassy and comforting.
Like to wow, yeah. First impressions are very important. So each box, we try to put something Christmassy. Even in the cozy ones, there's usually an ornament. There's some embellishments in there. So a lot of fun things, and we're going to be continuing the boxes throughout the year with different themes. Our next one is going to be January 15th. It's going to be the Love Box, and there are going to be 2 as well. There's a Love Me and a Love You box.
Love that.
So if you're giving to a romantic Valentine, or you can just gift to yourself, because self-love is very important.
Well, it's a really cool idea, especially given the way things are right now, to be able to send gifts to people without actually, doing all the getting out yourself and contacting. But, regardless of the pandemic or not, this is probably something that will continue, because it's the perfect way for everybody. Has so many people to buy for, and there's that level of, whether it's your best friend or a close family or someone that you work with or whatever it is, this really solves a problem.
Yeah.
For them, it's an easy way to give them something unique and something that's going to, make them excited when they get it. It's like the excitement of getting a present. You don't know what's inside, and it's just the whole thing is really good.
Thank you. Yeah, that's our idea. And I'm also a perfectionist, so these are not just thrown together. There's a lot of planning that's gone into it. So I'm really excited. Some people who have already received them have sent me a note saying, "These are so amazing. Thank you. I was so shocked. I was hoping I would get one." Like, they saw the stuff on Facebook and they're like, "Yes, I got one."
Hint, hint.
So it's really been, the response has been fantastic. So we're very grateful.
And so people can still order them, but it has to be more local now, right? We're getting close to... It's December 16th.
Getting down to the wire. So we are still taking orders for them. We were guaranteeing Christmas delivery for if they were shipped, but now we can no longer do that because it's kind of out of our hands. The shipping services are very overwhelmed this year. They're working their butts off. But we are doing local delivery and local pickup. We typically deliver to a 25-mile radius, but because of, the shipping delays and things, yesterday my husband took a whole bunch of them and was driving around Rochester making deliveries.
Wow.
We've expanded where we're willing to go and make deliveries so that people are, going to get them for
amazing.
Christmas. And then, obviously, the local pickups and things like that, because we want everyone to feel safe, too. Not everybody is safe coming in the store, so they have another option if they really want to get their hands on one. So
Now, what else is going on at the store? Because this is like your prime time, and we unfortunately didn't have the wonderful weekend festival, which is usually just gigantic. But I know, and I notice every time I drive by, there's traffic in and out of the store. And when they walk in, it really is like a little winter wonderland in there right now.
It is. We're getting pared down. We really, as I said, we've just been blown away by the support. You know, there's been a movement this year, and I think it's been coming for a long time and building, but with the pandemic, everyone wants to support local, and it's just an amazing thing to see. And I mean, we have visitors coming from Skaneateles and Buffalo and Rochester who, you know, they're still supporting local in their minds. And so we've just had a wonderful season.
And they're coming just because they want to come to your store?
They do.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome.
And it's so flattering to us. And then, you know, they ask where they can go to lunch, and they're like, oh my gosh, we got to come back for the festival. So it's just been really nice to see people, because they can't do their normal trips and things. So they're doing these little day trips around the area. So it's nice to have them choose Seneca Falls.
Absolutely.
And you have to, like you were saying, the shop local. Like, you're not going to get someone be like, all right, I'm going to drive to Rochester, even though that's the last thing that I need to do right now. I have a million other things, but that's what you'll get from shopping local, supporting local. It's those little gestures that you won't get from like a Walmart or an Amazon. Things are crazy. The post offices are insane right now. Like, TJ has a Christmas present that's been in Rochester for 2 weeks, just sitting there, and he can't get it. Something about tracking all this stuff, and I don't know, but.
And we'll see what the snowstorm does, too, for the interstate stuff, because we have a lot going to New Jersey and Pennsylvania, so I'm holding my breath.
Yeah, it's going to be worse to the southeast of us and to the east than it is here, but we are expecting a few inches of snow starting tonight into tomorrow, maybe up to, you never know until it hits, but right now they're saying 2 to 6 inches for us here, but if you're down in Ithaca, that might be as much as a foot, so it's a fine line there. But get the shovels and snow blowers ready to go, because here we go.
Yes, well, and we just got a truck last week, and so my husband thinks I was just being nice, but I think I was planning for this, so we're ready.
That's amazing. I want to circle back to speaking about like how different this year has been. Have you going to college? How different has it been with going to college during a pandemic?
You've been remote, right?
Yeah.
This whole semester.
So we started on campus, but I'm an RA, and that job was completely different. Like, we used to be able to, like, go and break up a party and stuff, and now it's like, you can go, but you must yell at them from 6 feet away, and, like, you can't really, like, interact with people that are fighting. You just have to, like, call campus safety, and they can come down and help you, but that's about it. Like, it's completely different.
You would never think, like, oh yeah, the RA positions have to be completely different than a normal college year. And so you have been remote mostly for all of this year?
After Thanksgiving break, everyone had to be remote, but before that, it was like I would go on a Monday, but then Wednesday I'd be home, and then you'd go on Tuesday, Thursday you'd be home, and it always varied depending on who the professor was.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel that that's a smart thing to do? Are you disappointed? Do you like it?
I mean, it was nice because you would kind of like have one class that was a little more relaxed, and then the other class you could go in and ask questions. But then it's like, okay, whoever's asking the questions like in class on Wednesday, like I'm not there Wednesday, so I don't know what's going on in class.
Yeah.
So it was a little difficult.
You feel like you're missing now you're a junior, so you've had your normal freshman and mostly normal sophomore year until the end. Do you feel like you're missing out, or you feel cheated a little bit?
I mean, a little bit, definitely with, like, projects for architecture. It's hard when you don't have, like, the materials that, like, everyone has, like, whatever they have in their dorm room. So it's kind of like, you can go to the studio and pick stuff up, but, like, you can't work on it with somebody or, like, anything like that. So it was, like, I would send pictures to some of my friends. I'm like, hey, this is the project. Like, I have no idea if you're doing the same thing, but this is what I have.
Oh, yeah.
So.
That's so, I love hearing the different perspectives from everybody, because you wouldn't think, like, oh, now I have to try and fend for myself when I'm literally going to college to learn these things and go to a place that has everything that I need. Did you stay in the dorms before, or were you commuting because you're so close?
No,
she was an RA in the dorm, right?
Yeah.
So.
I would stay in the dorms. Last year I was a house manager, so I stayed in the house.
Nice.
And then this year I'm an RA. So.
Oh, okay. So you're still in the dorms now then, right?
No, we moved back after Thanksgiving.
Oh, geez. I mean, getting all confused. Because I'm like, okay, they can't go to this classes, but can they stay in the dorms? That wouldn't make any sense, but I'm sure that's how it was at one point.
Yeah, that's how it was for the beginning of the semester.
Which really, kind of defeats the purpose, I feel like, because kids would just... I just said kids like I'm old. It's so weird. Like, yeah.
Compared to them,
I'm the only one that gets to call her a kid. I can call you a kid. I call her a kid. You can probably even call Christine a kid.
Right. So yeah, that's unfortunate, and I hope that like your next year you'll be able to embrace it a little bit more and get back some things that you lost this year.
What's the plan after graduating?
I'm not sure if I'm going to do like an architectural major and like keep going on, or if I'm just going to like try to get an architecture job. It kind of depends on what's available at the time.
When did you know that that's the field that you wanted to go into?
I wasn't sure if I wanted like engineering or architecture, but I'm definitely like a hands-on person, and my dad owns a construction business, so I would like work with him a little bit, and then eventually like my boyfriend and everyone, they're like, you have to do like architecture, some sort of construction, like you're always building stuff.
That's awesome. That is so, I wish I had a little more craftiness to me that I could build.
What would be your dream job?
Probably an architect or some like design.
Like in a city, or building municipal jobs or homes for people? Like what would be...
I don't know if I would like... I feel like my dream job would probably be like Disney World or like some like extravagant like theme park where you could kind of do like whatever you want to, and then everyone will be like, that's so cool.
Right.
Like now if I were to build like Epcot in the middle of like Geneva, everyone's going to be like, what the heck are you thinking?
I
would build a gingerbread Epcot.
That is true.
Ooh, we might have something here. We might have something here. Or you can bring all your gingerbread creations in a portfolio to Disney and be like, do you want me to create this winter wonderland for you?
Ginger, you're going to have Magic Kingdom, you can have the Animal Kingdom, and you can have Gingerbread Kingdom. There'll be a new park inside of Disney.
And we'll say you heard it here first. I love that. So I want to remind people that you can go and vote for
Ovid
this
Library
amazing
website, right?
Max Drive-In Winter Wonderland created by our own Waterloo native, and help her get that Amazon gift card, which is amazing. I want Jim to, because you mentioned the weather, I would like you to tell us what we're looking for towards this weekend before Christmas, the first weekend, and then Christmas is already next week, correct?
Christmas will be on Friday.
Oh, perfect.
Of next week.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the last weekend before Christmas.
Oh boy, I feel like it flew by, but at the same time it
16th, Wednesday the 16th, 23rd, Christmas Eve on Thursday, Christmas Day on Friday. So, yeah, we're expecting a little blast of snow here in the Finger Lakes overnight tonight into Thursday.
Yikes.
And it might stick around for just a little bit because Friday's high. Friday should be a nice day, partly sunny, high near 31, and then overnight Friday into Saturday, low of 19.
Ooh.
That's, that hasn't happened for a while.
We're like, dang it.
Getting down into the teens. But then Saturday, we rebound, mostly cloudy with a high near 37. And then Sunday, even warmer, mostly cloudy with a high near 40. Chance of rain or snow on Sunday, 30%. If it's going to snow, it would be in the morning before it warmed up, turning to rain. But it's just 30%. And then heading back on Monday, if you are heading back to work next week, high near 40, mostly cloudy, and too early to tell what the Christmas forecast would be. But it would be nice if this storm was coming maybe next Wednesday.
Yeah. Right? I know. But, I can't believe it's going to be in the 40s this weekend, because to me, all I can think of is the slush nastiness, which I want it to be, if it's going to snow, the pretty, fluffy, white, beautiful snow, not the dingy kind.
Get that tonight and tomorrow, and then we'll have to wait and see about the white Christmas deal for next week. And yeah, I know that our normal Christmas Eve thing that we had planned we canceled it.
I know.
Devastated. I've done it every single year since I was born.
Me
every
too.
single year. That would be 48. This would have been 48
Whoa.
years. Yeah.
I started a tradition with my family a few years ago where I do surf and turf on Christmas Eve for my family, and I was at Wegmans and I ordered 4 pounds of crab legs, and I'm like, I have no idea if this is for me or for my family, and it's looking like me.
Oh,
but
you can do it. I'm sure you can do it.
I just can't not have some piece of Christmas.
Yeah,
it feels very strange to not have those traditions that are so ingrained in us.
Yeah, they were talking about
strange.
doing, my family was talking about, because we do the Secret Santa and stuff, Zooming to do the presents, and
Right, I know. We do that too.
My suggestion was make it all the same food you do, and let me come pick it up, because that's what I love the most is eating.
I know.
What we did for Thanksgiving actually it ended up working out really well. We all cooked different things. And so we came to my house masked and visited and everything, and then we all just made to-go containers and took it home and ate at our own houses. So we were kind of protected.
Right, yeah.
While we were together, because my dad is just not a Zoom guy.
Well,
he couldn't imagine. He's like, I want real FaceTime, Christine. So it was nice. We got to, see each other for a little bit and still get all the good food, because I wasn't going to go without some of my mom's food on Thanksgiving.
It is going to be different, but I don't want to be I try to look at the bright side of things, and so there's obviously so many horrible things going on in this pandemic, and God forbid that someone that we care about was either died or seriously ill from it, but as a 48-year-old, I've done the same thing. It seems like it's just like Groundhog Day nowadays. Ever since when you get out of high school, every year it goes by, it's the same thing. And so shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I am very disappointed, but it's going to be something different, and it'll make us appreciate next year when everybody's back in Seneca Falls for the Wonderful Life Festival, and when our families are all together on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Should make us appreciate it more, I hope. And
you'll always remember the year that y'all Zoomed or whatever.
Right?
It's like that'll be one of those weird memories. Like, do you remember when we had to do that? But appreciating things more. That I feel like that has really been the theme. Even just, I feel like I may not be in the Christmas spirit all the time, but there have been moments this year that I haven't really slowed down to appreciate in previous years, and now it's like, this really. You count your blessings,
I had a meeting. I had a moment kind of like that where I was driving through town at around 4:45 on Saturday, and there were so many people out on the course because that's normally the time of the 5K run in Seneca Falls, and there was just people, either walking or running the course in small groups, people outside on the side of the road like they normally would be during the race. And that was pretty cool.
It was. Some of them were full getup. They didn't spare anything.
Yeah.
And, everyone was safe. The groups that were together seemed to be, had coverings on and everything. And it was like, oh, they still did it the same course. It was, and that's a testament to the Wonderful Life run team, too. They're just amazing. So.
And the virtual festival that they did at the museum was pretty cool. So, like you say, it was different. Next year it'll be even better when we get back to normal.
Yeah. That's my, Christmas wish is, with all the negative and everything going on, I hope, next year it's just, not partying 24/7, but just celebrating so much more, a little bit more extravagant, a little bit more extra. I'm a very extra person, I feel like, normally. So I'm just I want everybody to just be in better moods and better spirits, moving forward, not just holidays. We'll see, we'll see. People love to be Scrooges sometimes, but you need to appreciate it and you need to keep moving. We get Liam an ornament every year, and he we pick something that he's really passionate or into that year, and we were laughing so hard because he was like, maybe you should get me a pandemic one this year. And he was like, how
Corona
about
bulb? They make those?
Little did I know, I went to the mall and did it, and they had little toilet paper, of course, and they had things. I didn't end up getting one, but I still am I kind of want to go back and get one just in case. Instead, we got him.
He would laugh.
Yeah, oh, right. But we got him, he's super into Buffalo Bills right now, crazily. So I got him one of those, and he was just as excited. But I'm we have to get something that mentions for our tree, don't forget 2020. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Courtney, what's your favorite part about Christmas?
I think just getting everybody together. I don't know how it's going to be this year.
Yeah.
Right.
But, definitely getting everyone together and, seeing family. And, I think that's why I love Mac so much, is just because it's all family, too.
Yeah, that's true. It's your family, work family type of deal. Now, do you, enjoy decorating the tree and all that? Is that architectural kind of...
My brother usually takes over the decorating of the tree and the outside stuff, but my favorite part is wrapping presents, because I have to wrap it perfectly, and buying the presents, because I'm okay, they mentioned this 6 months ago and I wrote it in my phone, so I'm gonna go
smart.
get them
So
this.
you're really into that part of it. Yeah, that's cool. I wish I was more into that myself, because it gets to this, actually, how many days till Christmas? I better get shopping. I've done some stuff, but there's a few more things to do.
I'm a no Christmas list person. I don't, from my close family, I don't want them to send me their list. I love that. Oh my God, how did you know? I love that response. So my mom will be so for Christmas, I'm nope, don't tell me. I got it.
I love the giving part too. And you try to find something that stands out to that person, and sometimes I'm not as good as I want to be, but I'll get something that, if they have a list, I'll get something off of that list, and then I'll try and get oh, this one, they're gonna be oh my God, I love that. Yeah. But I've noticed in my family, they've been all right, we don't care that much about the presents this year, not it's such a big thing ever, but it is the getting together that's the biggest part, and you can't even do that. Presents are okay.
What's on your wish list this year, Jim?
Honestly, it's kind of sad. There's nothing too exciting.
Right. I couldn't even think of anything that I really even needed this year, which was great. I was I feel I have everything I need.
Well, one thing that we're gonna get a giant TV for the to upgrade, and that's gonna be my gift to the All Right Santa from Santa, or whatever.
Hope they're not listening to this right
No,
now.
they don't care. They don't.
They don't watch Jim.
They're used to you being on here for far too long.
If they do, they've stopped by now, because this is the end of the show. So perfectly safe.
It is the end of the show already, so I do want to remind people one more time, the 19th through the 22nd is the only times you can vote and I'm sure there's going to be other amazing gingerbread houses.
Yeah,
but
go to the
is there going to
Ovid.
be a Gingerbread Max Drive-In Winter Wonderland? I don't think so. So it's the Ovid Library website.
Yes.
And we're gonna go and throw in some votes because you deserve it. You put in a lot of work, and it looks amazing.
And unique gift ideas, whether it's the cozy box or other items
Everything
in store.
in the store.
You can go into the store downtown Seneca Falls, or how can they order online?
They can find us at shopcvdesigns.com, or if you find us on social, everything is linked there. And we've got new things arriving daily, especially for clothes and accessories. So we'll be stacked.
And
We'll
it's
be
a
ready.
you're a great follow on Facebook for inspiration for every season in terms of interior decorating, or especially for women clothing and
Everything.
jewelry, that whole look and stuff. Just to follow that for inspiration throughout the year is pretty cool.
Yeah, she's got it all. Thank you guys both for coming on. I feel a little more
you.
Christmas spirit after today. I feel a little more holly jolly and
Yeah,
festive.
Merry Christmas to us all.
Yes, thank you everybody who is watching. If you enjoyed the show, you can click like, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be back next Wednesday, and until then, have a great weekend here in the Finger Lakes.
Yep, see you next Wednesday,
Oh.
2 days before Christmas, right?
Cookie and wine pairing next Wednesday. Can't go wrong. Yep, 2 days before Christmas.